What's up, Gravel family? My name is Jason, and I have the honor of being one of the promoters of Garmin Gravel Worlds, and it is time to talk about tires. Our favorite conversation as gravel cyclists. We could spend weeks and weeks and weeks talking about tires, but these are the recommendations for Garmin Gravel Worlds 2023 tire recommendations. Short and simple, if you want to just real quick answer, Panaracer Gravel King SK 38 or 43C tires. That's the short answer, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. So go ahead and follow along, and I'm going to have a few different options for different types of riders and potentially for what your preferences are. And when looking for a tire, Panaracer has an option for you. Before we jump into it, Panaracer is a sponsor of Garmin Gravel Worlds, and they have been a longtime supporter of our event. They have been with us since 2016, and we are infinitely grateful for their support over the years. Through thick and thin, they've been with us. So thank you so much to Panaracer on supporting us. There are going to be two main tires that I'm going to recommend for Gravel Worlds 2023. Either the Panaracer Gravel King SK or the Gravel King SS. Very similar tires, both from Panaracer, both great tires. It's just maybe different rider types should use different tires depending on what their goals are for Gravel Worlds, or what their riding styles are, or what their confidence levels are. So quick basic overview of those two tires. The Panaracer Gravel King SK stands for semi-knobby, so it has a little bit more knob on the tire and the center pattern. And the Gravel King SS is pretty slick in the middle, so it's a little bit faster, but still has some good knobs on the side for turning. We could talk widths all day. Overall, my width would be a little bit less than what your max capacity is. I usually ride 38s or 43s around here, but if you want a little bit more cushion, or you're doing our longer rides like the 300, you might want a little bit more cushion in there just for comfort. Alright, so who do I recommend the different tire treads for, the different tire patterns? So the SK, like I said, is semi-knobby. The SS is semi-slick. Who do I recommend those two tire differences to? The SK has a little bit more knob on there, has a little bit more grip. So if you're not as confident on gravel, or you're maybe going to be going a little bit slower on course, you know, you're on the back half, let's say, of the finishing results, I'd recommend the SK a little bit more. The reason why is you're going to get a little bit more confidence on the gravel, this little bit of sandiness that we have. You're going to get a nice, better grip in there, especially in the turns. There's going to be a lot of turns out on course, just 90-degree turns usually, going left or going right to the next road. So that little extra knob makes a little bit difference. And also, if you're going slower uphill and you're not having as much momentum to go up the steeper hills, that little extra knob on the back helps you get a little bit of traction if you ever get out of the saddle or anything like that. If you are on the front half of the results, I might have you look at the SS, semi-slick. So it's got that really nice smooth pattern in the middle. A lot of our gravel is pretty hard packed where the tracks are, so you're going to be able to get some really good speed with that SS tire, but you still have on the edges, you still have a really good tire pattern where you can get grip in the corners. I honestly go back and forth throughout the year between the SK and the SS. I feel like whichever one I'm on is my favorite at that time. If I'm looking to do a faster ride, I switch to the SS's. If I'm looking to do a little bit more adventure type stuff, I do the SKs. So I genuinely both, I go back and forth on. I've used the SS's on races I probably shouldn't, that were super gnarly, big chunky rocks, and I've used the SK on almost like a road type gravel event. So I've gone the wrong choices before of what the technical right choice should be, and I still ended up great. So overall, great tires. The other thing I want to point out is that both of these tires, both tire patterns and different sizes inside those tire patterns, also have a plus option. So the SS Plus, the SK Plus, you'll see that on Panaracer's website. Those are essentially better protection on the tires. So they're a little bit heavier, they're a little bit thicker rubber on there, and it really protects you get some extra tire protection for flats and things like that. Preference, our gravel around here is very, very good to tires. It is very rare to get flats around here, where other races people are talking about an individual getting 2, 3, 4 flats in a race. It's common for us to only get 4 or 5 flats for all of our riders across all our distances total. So our gravel is very friendly to your tires. If you are going to get a flat, it's honestly probably from like a piece of metal that fell off a farm truck or something like that, rather than the gravel itself. I personally never ride the Plus. Both of these sets are the regular SK and the SS, and I don't remember the last time I got a flat around here. So knock on wood on that one. I don't remember the last time I got a flat around here. So, which means now I'm due for one. So again, you have that option if you would like a little bit more protection. So, hope that helped with your tire selection for Garmin Gravel Worlds 2023. Panaracer has several options that can help you out. We'll see you here in a few short weeks on your Panaracer Gravel King tires. We'll see ya.